I think limitations only exist if you impose them on yourself. They exist within your mind, and many people limit themselves due to this, and they can only accomplish what they think they can accomplish. I think that we're always going to have limitations in the sport, whether it's from time constraints, accessibility to the venue or equipment, or even just not being able to wear the kit you want to wear. I think we have a choice to let this get to us, or we have the choice to just push on and demand greatness ourselves. And that's why I think A7 and myself, we really correlate on this, because you're sort of striving to never stop that progress. Together, we're stronger. When I squat in the gym, I know that I have a little bit of a hip shift. I have some problems that have been led from an injury last year at Worlds, but on the platform, it's just that instant moment where I don't really worry about it too much. Unless it's a full-on technical error that I feel like I can change straight away, I'm not going to worry about it. Like last year in Worlds bench, I got called for soft elbows. I've not thought about that since. If it's a one-off freak, I'm not going to worry about it. If it's something that has happened twice or more, then I might think I need to change this. But if you worry about too many little things, you're never going to get stronger. I use the phrase forwards forward. So as long as I'm going forwards, and that could be 2.5 kilos in 6 months, eventually in 10 years time, I'll be world champion. Third one just I wasn't strong enough, and I'm okay to say that. It is what it is on the day. 280 wasn't far away, just got to block that out at the end of the day, right? 77 probably would have went, but 70 moved well enough. And I knew with Eric being such a big squatter and such a big puller, I felt I needed that 80, so it was a risk willing to gamble. But then once we missed that, it was like, right, I can't miss another lift. I've got to go 6 to 6 from here. Mindset is just execution. That's all I think, is like execute on whatever the goal is for the day. So if I know I've got a big session, say a top set, it's really important that I execute well on my warm-ups. So my mindset beforehand is just thinking about that. And then once I get to that top set, I think, right, I've done everything I can beforehand. So all I gotta do is do what I do. Having the right song on or something like that can just switch me. You find that one thing that makes you switch. I've probably only got that maybe 3 times a session. Like I try and use it at a certain time. So before that, I just think I'm executing on everything well, doing everything I can, all those little 1% to make sure that I can execute to the best ability I can on the top sets. When I first started powerlifting, I squatted 125 in my first goal, and I deadlifted 145. Like, you look at, and I probably didn't hit anything worthwhile until probably about 6 or 7 years into powerlifting. Like, that's when I would class myself as good. So I wasn't an amazing athlete to start with. That person who might be an amazing athlete to start with might have a head start, but doesn't mean you can't catch someone. Just because they get a head start doesn't mean they're miles away from you. Like, I saw guys at that point when I was like, I'm 100 kilos behind your total, but within 3-4 years, I'd overtaken them. But if I said that when I first started powerlifting, I probably would quit. So. You might have some limitations in life that you can't control. I struggle to control my sleep because I'm up for work at 5:30 every morning, and I'll finish like 2-3 times in the evening at about 8 o'clock. So physically, for me to earn money to get here and to do what is my passion, I have to work those hours. That's a limitation that I struggle with, but it's the problem of an amateur sport. But I will then go, right, those days, I know I physically can't get more than 8 hours. But I know on a weekend, when I can, I'm going to try and get 10, 11, 12. If I'm going to form a habit that's going to make me a better person, then I'll happily do it. If you said to me, you've just got to eat chicken and rice every day, but that's all you're allowed to eat, but you're going to get stronger, I would do it. If I'm there and I'm in that position where, right, you've got to do this to get stronger, that's the reason I do so much volume, because it's like, if someone's told me, right, you've got to push your volume more, I'm like, I'll do it. If you say eat shit to get stronger, I'll eat shit to get stronger.
Say stuff like that. No, you would.
Yeah, I would. I actually would. But like sheep shit. Like the stuff that's mainly grass on the inside. Like, I'd do that. My bench is so technical that I can't afford to have that arousal up there. There are a lot more variables, like if I don't get my feet down quick enough, or the lift out, if the lift out isn't amazing, if I don't get that catch at the right time, a lot of variables can change the margins, and 2.5 kilos, even like 2 kilos in bench, is such a big difference. Where on deadlifts, you can use the animation and use that aggression to your advantage.
And the noise builds, and Owen Hubbard gets ready to battle. This is within half a kilo of the European Open record. It's only half a kilo less than his best ever lift, and it's in the second round. What are we going to see in the next 20 minutes? Oh, I hope you're enjoying this at home. This is building into something special.
The world record was 216, but Eric Carlson already got a chip on the squat, so he'd gone 295.5. So if I went 218, it would have meant nothing. So we went 218.5 to chip his chip.
Now, Owen Hubbard attempts to add 2.5 kilos to the existing World Open bench press record. The record currently held by Brett Gibbs. It's going, it's going, it's going. It's working. He gets it.
What an incredible bench, Martin.
Owen Hubbard goes 218.5 kilos to smash the world bench press record.
What I would say to people who think their limitations is their weakest lift is just change your mindset. I'm confident that my squat on my bench is good enough that I can out-push people, and the limitations of not being a big deadlifter, I think some people sometimes get that in their head. They let that get to them, where if you just say, do what you can to make them pull more. I've been in situations like Worlds in Canada in 2018. The Algerian, I made him pull 2.5 more than he pulled on his second, and he missed it. 2.5 more than his second, he shouldn't have missed that, but you always make them pull what you think they can't, and then the ball's in their court, and then in their mind, they're going, oh, I've got to pull this. Mindset is everything. You will go a long way with just changing that mindset, and instead of going, I'm not a good deadlifter or I'm not a good bench presser, like if I'm in a deadlift session, I'll always go in and focus on the positives, and I'll come out and I'll review. I held my back position well today, got great lat tightness today. I always say, like, to myself, as long as 2 are moving well, I don't mind. You might have 1 or 2 competitions where you miss on a margin or you miss X, Y, and Z, but you know, like, eventually my total will get bigger. If I said to you, you'll take 2.5 kilos of competition and you do 3 competitions a year, 7.5 kilos on a bench or on a deadlift over the year, you do that, 3 years in a row, all of a sudden you're pulling 22.5 kilos more than you were. That's massive.
We promised you something explosive. We hope we've been delivering on that promise. Okay, Owen Hubbard goes first. He's been leading all the way from his first bench.
Is there anyone that you worried about?
Not anymore, mate. Not now I'm a conventional puller. This is my first competition pulling conventional, and it's equal to my sumo PB. Biomechanically, it shouldn't, but emotionally, it does. So for me to just go out there and not think and just use that emotion that you get from the day, that is the key. It's taken me 11 years to figure it out, but we got there.
Advantage, Owen Hubbard.
Yeah, I'm excited. Exciting times ahead.
Gets it.
3 wide lines. Wow. Where does he go next?
At that point, anything you've got in your head about numbers means nothing, because the win matters, and I've been in enough situations to know you don't pull what you think you can do, you pull what you think he can't do. I said, I think I've got 290, And Jason and Jake and those guys were like, well, you might have 290, but 285 will force Eric to pull a world record. So, end of the day, I'm forcing a guy to pull a world record to beat me. If he does it, good on him. And that was my whole plan. That was the game plan coming into this. I was like, get to deadlifts and force him to pull a world record. And if he beats me, I'm totally okay with that.
He's going 285, and it will give him a 10.5 kilo lead. Will this deadlift push all the big deadlifters too high?
Every competition, I will review what I did during and leading up to it. I go, right, what can I do differently next time? This time coming up, I probably could do some more squat work. I feel like I didn't squat enough. I took the volume down quite a bit to do some rehabbing, but I probably went a little bit cautious because of the niggles I had. But that just makes me more excited for the next peak. Leading up to Worlds, I got some big plans for Worlds, so I'm really excited to go forwards and just squat more.
And after it all, the European champion, bench press world record holder, he just managed to hold off all the big deadlifters with 773.5. Owen Hubbard